Hey there, beer tubers. Welcome back to Maxwell Starr's Beer Review. It's Oktoberfest season. What's that mean? Garrison's Oktoberfest Brau. So, Garrison's Oktoberfest Brau is a Marzen style lager. Typically malt heavy lager with not as much hop content. They produce this every year. At least in my recollection, I've had this for the last 2 years in a row. I don't remember if I bought it last year or not, but I remember it being pretty decent a couple of years ago. Germany's most popular fall beer, the Oktoberfest Brau, is brewed in the traditional Marzen style. Pleasant toffee-like flavors, medium body, and low hopping make this a sensational lager worthy of celebration. Prost, or Prosit. Prost, whatever. It's got the little Nova Scotia flag on there and a little strange-looking checkered flag on the front. Comes in at 4.9% ABV, which is your typical Oktoberfest is actually a bit stronger. This is actually a little weaker than your typical lager. So that's a little bit interesting. 500 milliliter large bottle, embossed with the Garrison logo. Turn a refund where applicable. Ingredients: water, malt, hops, as it should be. Anyway, let's crack this open and take a look at it. This just came out. Garrison announced, actually this one just went on sale at Garrison's brew pub down in Halifax, Nova Scotia. And I'm trying this on the very day that it arrived in stores at my local NB Liquor. So, this size glass ought to be good enough for this particular beer. So, let's even give it a look here. Yeah, I actually find that kind of surprising to note that it's 4.9% ABV. Like, for example, Samuel Adams' Oktoberfest is 5.5, and Polliner's Oktoberfest is actually a 6.0. Typically, your... Got a finger ahead there. Typically, your Marzen style lager or Oktoberfest lager is brewed to a higher alcohol content on purpose, and that's because of stuff like it's tradition, because they feel that it keeps the makes the party last longer, basically. Anyway, nice. Wow, it's a nice amber color, maybe some touches of orange. Yeah, that's mainly an amber color. Let's see if you can see that. So I'll put a little light in the background here. Come on. So yeah, it's like it's not very highly carbonated. In fact, there's hardly any bubbles coming out of that at all, and the head is slowly dying off. But that head's actually got some legs to it, so it looks like it's got some decent lacing material. It's a nice looking beer. Let's give it a sniff. That's nice and malty. There's a slight amount of like herbal hop scent to it. Maybe a slight amount earthy. So at least you got the hops right. Other than that, it's got like notes of caramel and toffee. It's not an absolutely strong smell, but it's a present smell, and it's a pleasing smell. It's there, and actually smells like it's a Marzen. So let's give this a taste. It does have a very present hop character. As well as some caramel and toffee notes. It's not like it's a very, very bitter beer. It's mainly gently hopped, but you do notice that the hop character is there. Yeah, it's got like an earthy, spicy hop character that is kind of decentralized through the entire mouth. It's got like it floats in the back of the tongue, roof of the mouth. And it's got those nice malty flavors in there as well. Now, unlike some other Marzens, I'm gonna say it's not quite as sweet as like Sam Adams is. Sam Adams can be viewed as too sweet. It's also it's definitely got the medium mouthfeel down pat. And I'm also picking up a toasted grain aftertaste. Notes of toasted barley that mix in with the toffee notes, the caramel notes that almost give it like a corn sensation. But as you can see, they didn't use corn in this beer. Well, I'll take Garrison's word for it and just say it's got an almost like toasted grain corn sensation in the back without actually using a corn adjunct. As you can see, it's nice and easily drinkable. And the carbonation, it feels like it still does have some carbonation in there, but it's also got like a touch of crispness as well. Give it from the hops. But it feels like it's got more carbonation in it than the appearances kind of suggest. Anyway, I think I'm going to sit down with this for a bit and let it warm up a little, and I'll be back with some thoughts. Be right back. And we're back with Garrison Oktoberfest Brau. So, what did I think? I thought it was a very good Marzen. The only thing I didn't like about it, a couple things I can't say I didn't like this beer. I actually really like this beer. It's a really delicious beer. There were a couple of things that were a little detracting factors. One of the big things was I found the hop character a little too present for a Marzen. Like compared to some of the other Marzens that I've had, I found that while the hop character is right, while it's got that earthy herbal hop note, it's a little too much of that earthy herbal hop note. Now, it doesn't mean that it's a bitter beer. It's just it's got a little too much hop flavoring for my liking. Combined with that, it kind of cancels out the toffee note and caramel note sweetness that's in there a little too much. I find that without comparing it to other beers like Polliner Oktoberfest or Samuel Adams Oktoberfest, this one here is a little. It just seems like a little bit less as satisfying as some of those are. Whereas a nice Marzen, I feel like, should be pretty much a little bit of a candy beer almost. It's delicious and tastes like a real treat. Not that this doesn't. This is actually really good. I thought it was got some really nice like toffee and caramel flavors. Nice hearty taste. I like the hop flavors, while maybe a little much, but are definitely delicious. And it's got a nice bready, grainy quality that's maybe a tad corny. Maybe I'm just tasting a little bit of bread on there. It's really nice. I'm hard pressed on what exactly I want to give this beer. I think I'm going to give this one a 3.5 out of 5. It's a very good take on a Marzen, and one that I think that a lot of people out there will look forward to every year and should, rush out to your stores and get it right now before they're all gone. One that I was really looking forward to coming up this year because I just love Marzens. It's not the best of the bunch, but when it comes to like a maritime brewer putting something like this together, this is absolutely delicious. Yeah, so 3.5 out of 5. Maybe I'll mark that up to like a high 3.5 out of 5, and I'll write that in the video. Just because it's very good. I just thought that hop character, maybe we'll tone that down a little, and this would be a very drinkable beer. I thought because of that hop character that it made it a little less drinkable than other Marzens. And when it comes to a Marzen, you want to be able to drink this, and a lot of this. And maybe bump up that ABV too, but whatever. Still, Garrison, good quality brew. Thanks for putting this out. I really appreciate it, and imagine a lot of other Maritimers do too. Anyway, thanks for watching Maxwell Starr's beer review. I hope you enjoyed the review, and because I sure did. and I'll talk to you later. Bye.